Anticipated 35% revenue surge in aerospace, telecommunications and environmental monitoring by Q1 2025, a competitive analysis of global players and expert forecasts. Executive Summary. As the aerospace, telecommunications and environmental monitoring sectors approach Q1 2025, industry analysts anticipate a remarkable 35% surge in revenues. This increase is driven by a multitude of factors, including rising demand for air travel, defense spending, and technological innovations. This report delves into the underlying growth drivers, analyses competitive landscapes, and offers expert forecasts to provide a comprehensive understanding of the market dynamics at play. Market growth and revenue projections. Aerospace sector. The aerospace industry is set to experience substantial growth, particularly in the aerostructures market. Projected to rise from $60.06 billion in 2024 to $65.07 billion in 2025, this represents a compound annual growth rate CAGR of 8.3%. Key drivers include increased demand for commercial aircraft. The commercial air travel segment is predicted to grow by 11.6% in 2024. Recovering fully from the pandemic-induced downturn. Significant deliveries such as Airbus's 735 commercial aircraft in early 2024 highlight this upward trend. Defense spending, with global defense expenditures surpassing $2.4 trillion in 2023, heightened geopolitical tensions are propelling investment in military capabilities. The U.S. Department of Defense has initiated substantial modernization programs, particularly in tactical aircraft. Telecommunications sector. The telecommunications sector is benefiting from advancements in 5G technology and increased reliance on digital communication platforms. As businesses and consumers demand faster, more reliable connections, investments in telecommunications infrastructure are projected to surge. Environmental monitoring. The environmental monitoring sector is witnessing accelerated growth due to increasing regulatory pressure and public awareness surrounding climate change. Companies in this space are adopting innovative technologies to enhance data collection and analysis capabilities, paving the way for smarter environmental solutions. Technological integration and industry trends. Aerospace innovations. The integration of advanced technologies such as artificial intelligence (AI), advanced air mobility (AAM), and unmanned systems is reshaping the aerospace landscape. Artificial intelligence (AI) is being utilized for predictive maintenance, optimizing maintenance, repair, and overhaul MRO services, thereby reducing costs and improving aircraft availability. Advanced air mobility. The development of electric vertical takeoff and landing (eVTOL) aircraft is gaining momentum, with significant investments aimed at scaling production and ensuring compliance with regulatory standards. Telecommunications advancements. Telecommunications providers are increasingly investing in AI and machine learning to enhance network management and customer service, driving operational efficiency and improving user experiences. Environmental technologies. Innovations in sensor technology and data analytics are enabling more accurate monitoring of environmental parameters, facilitating timely responses to environmental changes and regulatory requirements. Supply chain challenges and resilience. Despite the positive outlook, both the aerospace and telecommunications sectors face ongoing supply chain challenges. Key issues include part shortages. The aerospace sector is grappling with shortages of critical components exacerbated by geopolitical tensions and labor disruptions. Industry coalitions such as the Aviation Supply Chain Integrity Coalition are being formed to enhance sourcing practices and improve supply chain visibility. Delivery delays. Shipping delays, particularly through major trade routes like the Panama Canal, have resulted in increased costs and elongated lead times for essential materials. Workforce dynamics. The aerospace sector in particular is facing significant workforce challenges. An estimated 123,000 additional technicians will be needed in the U.S. over the next 2 decades.
Companies are adopting digital tools to enhance talent acquisition and retention strategies, including
apprenticeship programs. Collaborations with educational institutions are being forged to create a skilled talent pipeline. Digital recruitment tools. Leveraging technology for recruitment and training is becoming a priority to attract younger tech-savvy professionals. Comparative insights. While both the aerospace and telecommunications sectors are poised for growth, they exhibit unique characteristics. Aerospace focus. The emphasis is on production capacity, technological innovation, and defense spending. Telecommunications focus. The primary drivers include consumer demand for connectivity and advancements in digital infrastructure. Both sectors must navigate supply chain complexities and workforce challenges, necessitating strategic partnerships and investments in technology. Timeline of key events. 2023. Global defense spending surpasses $2.4 trillion. Commercial aircraft deliveries rise by 11% compared to 2022. January 2024, Airbus reports the delivery of 735 commercial aircraft, marking a significant increase in production. 2024, the aerospace sector rebounds from COVID-19 impacts, with rising passenger traffic and increased aircraft production. 2025, projections indicate a revenue increase for the aerostructures market reaching $65.07 billion. Conclusion. The anticipated 35% revenue surge across the aerospace, telecommunications, and environmental monitoring sectors by Q1 2025 is underpinned by robust demand, technological innovations, and strategic initiatives. Despite facing supply chain and workforce challenges, the convergence of these factors is set to create a dynamic and competitive landscape ripe with opportunities for growth and advancement. Key recommendations for stakeholders. Invest in technology. Companies should prioritize investments in AI and automation to enhance operational efficiency and customer experiences. Strengthen supply chains. Building resilience in supply chains through partnerships and improved visibility can mitigate risks associated with part shortages and delivery delays. Focus on workforce development. Developing talent pipelines through education partnerships and enhanced recruitment strategies will be crucial for sustaining growth in the aerospace and telecommunications sectors. By addressing these areas, industry players can position themselves to capitalize on the anticipated growth and navigate the complexities of the evolving market landscape. The anticipated 35% revenue surge in the aerospace, telecommunications, and environmental monitoring sectors by Q1 2025 highlights several counterintuitive insights that challenge conventional wisdom about growth dynamics and industry trends. 1. Defense spending versus commercial recovery. While it is widely understood that defense spending influences the aerospace sector, the magnitude of its impact relative to commercial recovery is surprising. For instance, defense budgets have soared due to geopolitical tensions, culminating in over $2.4 trillion in global expenditures in 2023. This increase may suggest a defensive posture in global politics, yet it coincides with a significant recovery in commercial air travel driven by an 11.6% growth in passenger traffic in 2024. This duality indicates that while national security concerns are critical, the commercial sector's rebound can be equally robust, often overshadowing defense influences in revenue growth estimates. 2. Technological integration. The rapid adoption of AI and digital technologies in the aerospace sector is often viewed as a gradual evolution. However, the data suggests a more abrupt and widespread operationalization. For example, 81% of aerospace and defense firms are already implementing AI or ML technologies or planning to do so, contradicting the notion that such advancements are slow to penetrate traditional industries. This swift integration implies that the industry is not just keeping pace with technological change but is poised to leverage it proactively to enhance operational efficiency, particularly in maintenance, repair, and overhaul MRO services. 3. Workforce dynamics and talent attraction. The narrative surrounding workforce shortages typically emphasizes the aging population and the difficulty in attracting new talent.
000 technicians in the U.S. aerospace sector challenge the assumption that labor shortages will lead to stagnation.
Instead, companies are actively leveraging digital tools to combat these shortages, indicating that industries can adapt and thrive despite demographic challenges. The focus on public-private partnerships to create a talent pipeline reflects a strategic pivot rather than a passive acceptance of workforce decline. For supply chain resilience, conventional wisdom suggests that supply chain disruptions will hinder growth. However, the aerospace and defense sectors are increasingly viewing these challenges as catalysts for innovation. The formation of initiatives like the Aviation Supply Chain Integrity Coalition signifies a proactive approach to supply chain integrity rather than a reactive one. This suggests that while parts shortages and geopolitical tensions pose challenges, they also drive industries toward greater resilience and adaptability. 5. Advanced Air Mobility AAM versus Traditional Aviation, the ascent of AAM, particularly through eVTOL technologies, is often seen as a niche market within the broader aerospace sector. Yet the potential for AAM to disrupt traditional urban transport paradigms is significant. The expectation that AAM could achieve competitive pricing with premium taxi services by scaling operations is counterintuitive. It suggests that rather than being a supplementary market, AAM could redefine urban mobility, challenging established transportation modes more rapidly than anticipated. 6. Sustainability trends. The emphasis on sustainability within aerospace is often perceived as an additional cost burden. However, the integration of eco-friendly materials and practices is expected to enhance operational efficiency and reduce long-term costs. This counterintuitive perspective highlights that sustainability initiatives can be aligned with financial performance, potentially leading to new revenue streams rather than being viewed solely as an expense. 7. Global market dynamics. The prediction of a 35% revenue surge across these sectors suggests a more interconnected global market than previously thought. While regional tensions and trade disputes often indicate fragmentation, the anticipated growth reflects a trend toward globalization where companies are leveraging international collaborations to enhance market reach and operational capabilities. This duality underscores a paradox where geopolitical tensions foster both protectionism and collaboration. In conclusion, the anticipated growth in aerospace, telecommunications, and environmental monitoring sectors by Q1 2025 reveals a landscape shaped by surprising dynamics. The interplay of defense spending and commercial recovery, rapid technological integration, proactive workforce strategies, and the transformative potential of AAM highlight that industries can adapt and thrive amidst challenges.
Additionally,
the alignment of sustainability with profitability and the nuanced global market dynamics further complicate traditional narratives about growth and operational challenges. These counterintuitive insights suggest that stakeholders must remain agile and open to evolving industry paradigms to harness the opportunities ahead. The report detailing the anticipated 35% revenue surge in the aerospace, telecommunications, and environmental monitoring sectors by Q1 2025 highlights several critical aspects that could easily be overlooked.
Here are some significant elements and their implications. 1. Technological integration. While the report mentions the integration of advanced technologies like AI, advanced air mobility AAM, and unmanned systems, it is crucial to emphasize the depth of this integration. Many in the industry may not fully grasp how foundational AI and machine learning (ML) will be to operational efficiency, particularly in maintenance, repair, and overhaul MRO activities.
Significance. The operationalization of AI for predictive maintenance is not merely a cost-saving measure. It can fundamentally change how companies manage their fleets.
By leveraging AI, companies can reduce downtime, optimize inventory, and enhance customer satisfaction.
This shift towards an AI-driven approach also indicates a necessity for workforce upskilling, as technicians will need to adapt to these new technologies. Failure to recognize this could lead to a significant skills gap in the workforce.
2. Supply chain resilience and visibility.
The complexities of the aerospace supply chain are often underappreciated. The report notes ongoing challenges with parts shortages and delivery delays,
largely driven by geopolitical tensions and labor issues.
The mention of the Aviation Supply Chain Integrity Coalition is significant because it underscores a collective industry response to these challenges. Significance: addressing supply chain vulnerabilities is critical for ensuring consistent production rates and service delivery. Companies that invest in enhancing supply chain visibility and integrity through digital technologies will likely gain a competitive edge. This proactive approach can prevent the introduction of counterfeit parts and ensure quality, which is paramount in aerospace and defense sectors.
Ignoring supply chain dynamics could lead to cascading failures in production and service, ultimately affecting revenue. 3. Workforce dynamics. The report highlights the projected need for an additional 123,000 technicians in the U.S. aerospace sector over the next 2 decades. This statistic is easy to overlook but is crucial for understanding the future landscape of the industry. Significance: the challenge of attracting and retaining talent is not just a workforce issue, it directly impacts a company's operational capabilities and innovation potential. Companies that fail to invest in talent development and implement strategies to attract young professionals may find themselves unable to meet the demands of rapid industry growth. Moreover, the aging workforce presents an urgent need for knowledge transfer strategies which, if neglected, could leave organizations vulnerable to significant losses in institutional knowledge. 4. Geopolitical influences on defense spending. The increasing geopolitical tensions and their impact on defense spending are highlighted as a major driver for growth in the aerospace sector. The projected defense budget request of $849.8 billion by the Biden administration indicates that defense spending is not just a trend but a critical component of industry growth. Significance: understanding the geopolitical landscape can provide insights into market dynamics and investment opportunities. Companies that align their strategies with national defense priorities stand to benefit from increased contracting opportunities. Conversely, those that do not take these factors into account may miss out on significant revenue streams or face risks associated with changing governmental policies. 5. Advanced Air Mobility (AAM).
The growth of AAM, particularly in the context of electric vertical takeoff and landing (eVTOL) aircraft,
represents a transformative shift in urban transportation.
The report notes that 93% of asset managers are interested in this sector, indicating strong investment potential.
Significance: the AAM market's potential to disrupt traditional air travel and urban transportation cannot be understated.
Companies that are early adopters of AAM technologies and business models could capture lucrative market shares. However, this also requires navigating regulatory frameworks and public acceptance, which can be challenging. Overlooking the nuances of this market might lead to missed opportunities or significant miscalculations in strategy. 6. Sustainability and environmental considerations. While the report touches on sustainability and eco-friendly materials, the broader implications of these trends often go unnoticed. As regulations around emissions tighten and consumer preferences shift towards greener alternatives, companies that prioritize sustainability will likely outperform their competitors. Significance: the integration of sustainable practices into operational frameworks is not merely a compliance issue but a competitive differentiator. Companies that fail to innovate in this area may face reputational risks and could be excluded from key markets, especially in regions with stringent environmental regulations.
Conclusion:
the anticipated revenue surge in these sectors is multifaceted, driven by technological advancements, shifting market demands, and geopolitical influences. By recognizing these often overlooked elements, like the significance of workforce development, supply chain integrity, and the impact of sustainability, companies can better position themselves for success in a rapidly evolving landscape. Ignoring these factors could hinder growth and adaptability, making it imperative for stakeholders to adopt a holistic view of the industry's future. Here are the 4 most valuable points from the content regarding the anticipated 35% revenue surge in aerospace telecommunications and environmental monitoring sectors by Q1 2025, along with in-depth analysis and discussion topics for each.
1. Market growth and revenue projections. Analysis and discussion.
The aerospace sector is poised for significant growth, particularly in the aerostructures market, which is projected to increase from $60.06 billion in 2024 to $65.07 billion in 2025.
This reflects a compound annual growth rate CAGR of 8.3%. Key drivers of this growth include increased demand for commercial aircraft, the resurgence of air travel post-pandemic with a projected growth of 11.6% in commercial travel for 2024 is indicative of a recovering market that is likely to drive aircraft production. Defense spending, with geopolitical tensions escalating, global defense expenditures are expected to exceed $2.4 trillion in 2023, influencing growth in aerospace sectors tied to defense contracts. Modernization programs, aging aircraft fleets, and the need for upgrades are steering investments in new aircraft technologies and modernization initiatives. Discussion points. How can aerospace companies strategically position themselves to capitalize on the demand for new aircraft and modernization programs? What are the potential challenges in meeting these growth projections, and how can companies mitigate risks associated with supply chain disruptions? 2. Technological integration and industry trends. Analysis and discussion. The integration of advanced technologies such as AI, advanced air mobility (AAM), and unmanned systems is transforming the aerospace and defense landscape. AI is being leveraged for predictive maintenance, enhancing operational efficiency in maintenance, repair, and overhaul MRO services. The rise of AAM, particularly eVTOL aircraft, is also noteworthy, with significant investments aimed at scaling production and navigating regulatory landscapes. Discussion points. What role will AI play in reshaping operational practices in aerospace? And how can companies ensure the effective implementation of these technologies? How can the industry balance the rapid advancement of technologies with regulatory compliance and safety standards, especially in the context of AAM? 3. Supply chain challenges and resilience. Analysis and discussion. The aerospace industry is grappling with ongoing supply chain challenges, including parts shortages exacerbated by geopolitical tensions and labor issues. The formation of initiatives like the Aviation Supply Chain Integrity Coalition highlights the industry's commitment to enhancing supply chain integrity and resilience. Discussion points. What strategies can companies adopt to improve supply chain visibility and resilience in the face of ongoing disruptions? How can collaboration among industry players, suppliers, and regulatory bodies foster a more robust supply chain framework? 4. Workforce dynamics. Analysis and discussion. Attracting and retaining talent remains a significant challenge in the aerospace sector, with a projected need for an additional 123,000 technicians in the U.S. over the next 2 decades. The industry is increasingly adopting digital tools and partnerships with educational institutions to build a sustainable talent pipeline. Discussion points. In what ways can aerospace companies innovate their talent acquisition and retention strategies to address the impending workforce shortages? How can the industry leverage emerging technologies such as digital platforms and training tools to enhance the skill sets of the existing workforce and prepare for future demands? Conclusion. The anticipated 35% revenue surge in aerospace, telecommunications, and environmental monitoring sectors by Q1 2025 is underpinned by robust market growth, technological innovations, supply chain resilience, and workforce dynamics. Addressing the challenges while seizing the opportunities presented by these factors will be crucial for companies looking to thrive in this evolving landscape. Engaging in discussions around these points can drive strategic insights and collaborative efforts within the industry.
Here are three historical cases that bear similarities to the anticipated revenue surge in the aerospace, telecommunications, and environmental monitoring sectors. 1. Post-World War II aviation boom 1945-1960s. After World War II, the aviation industry experienced a significant surge in demand driven by technological advancements and the expansion of commercial air travel. The introduction of jet engines revolutionized air travel, drastically reducing flight times and increasing passenger capacity. Major companies like Boeing and McDonnell Douglas capitalized on this growth by developing new aircraft models such as the Boeing 707. The U.S. government also increased defense spending during this period, which bolstered the aerospace sector as military contracts and modernization programs expanded. This boom illustrates how technological innovation coupled with government spending and rising consumer demand can lead to substantial growth in the aerospace industry. 2. The telecommunications revolution 1980s to 1990s. The deregulation of the telecommunications industry in the United States during the 1980s led to unprecedented growth in this sector. The introduction of cellular technology and the expansion of the Internet created new markets and opportunities for companies like AT&T, Verizon, and others. This period saw the rapid development of mobile phones, which transformed communication and created a global telecommunications infrastructure. The convergence of technological advancements, deregulation, and increased consumer demand resulted in substantial revenue growth in telecommunications, mirroring the anticipated surge in revenue in today's aerospace and related sectors. 3. The rise of the Internet and environmental technologies 1990s to 2000s. The late 1990s and early 2000s saw explosive growth in Internet technologies, driven by advancements in computing and the proliferation of the World Wide Web. Companies like Amazon and eBay emerged, transforming retail and commerce. Simultaneously, there was a growing awareness of environmental issues, leading to increased investments in environmental monitoring and sustainability technologies. Government initiatives and private sector investments focused on clean technologies such as renewable energy and waste management systems. This period illustrates how technological innovation coupled with market demand and regulatory support can lead to significant revenue growth in both telecommunications and environmental monitoring sectors, akin to the projections for aerospace and related industries. These historical cases highlight the impact of technological advances, market dynamics, and government spending on industry growth, providing a context for understanding the expected revenue surge in aerospace, telecommunications, and environmental monitoring. The aerospace, telecommunications, and environmental monitoring sectors are poised for a significant revenue surge of approximately 35% by Q1 2025. This growth is driven by several key factors, including heightened demand for air travel, advancements in technology, increased defense spending, and evolving workforce dynamics. Aerospace sector projections. The aerospace industry is expected to witness robust growth, particularly in the aerostructures market, which is projected to increase from $60.06 billion in 2024 to $65.07 billion in 2025, achieving a compound annual growth rate (CAGR) of 8.3%. Factors contributing to this growth include: 1. Increased demand for commercial aircraft. The recovery of air travel post-pandemic has led to a notable uptick in commercial aircraft deliveries. In 2024, Airbus reported delivering 735 commercial aircraft, marking an 11% increase from the previous year. 2. Defense spending. Global defense expenditures surpassed $2.4 trillion in 2023, spurred by geopolitical tensions. This trend is expected to continue into 2025. Fueling growth in aerospace manufacturing and technology. 3. Modernization programs. Increased focus on upgrading aging aircraft fleets and the introduction of new technologies such as advanced air mobility (AAM) and unmanned systems are driving demand for aerostructures. Technological integration. The integration of advanced technologies is a critical theme across the aerospace sector. The operationalization of artificial intelligence (AI/AM) and unmanned systems is transforming how companies approach maintenance, repair, and operational efficiency. AI is particularly influential in predictive maintenance, enabling companies to optimize their operations by reducing downtime and enhancing resource allocation. Supply chain dynamics. Despite growth prospects, the aerospace sector faces ongoing supply chain challenges, including parts shortages and delivery delays exacerbated by geopolitical tensions and labor issues. Companies are increasingly focusing on enhancing supply chain visibility and resilience. With initiatives like the Aviation Supply Chain Integrity Coalition aimed at improving sourcing practices. Workforce considerations. Attracting and retaining skilled talent is crucial for the aerospace industry. An estimated 123,000 additional technicians will be needed in the U.S. over the next 2 decades. Companies are leveraging digital tools and partnerships with educational institutions to build a sustainable talent pipeline. Innovative training methods, including apprenticeships and extended reality technologies, are being employed to enhance workforce development. Telecommunications and environmental monitoring. The telecommunications sector is also expected to benefit from the surge in revenue driven by advancements in 5G technology and increased demand for connectivity solutions. The environmental monitoring sector will see growth fueled by heightened regulatory scrutiny and the need for sustainable practices in various industries. Competitive landscape and future outlook. As companies in these sectors navigate the challenges and opportunities presented by technological advancements and market demand, strategic partnerships and mergers will play a critical role in enhancing competitive positioning. The focus on sustainability, operational efficiency, and digital transformation will be key to achieving the anticipated revenue growth. Conclusion. In summary, the aerospace, telecommunications, and environmental monitoring sectors are set for a dynamic future characterized by significant revenue growth driven by technological integration, increased demand for services, and a commitment to workforce development. As these industries respond to evolving market conditions, the successful operationalization of advanced technologies will be critical in shaping their trajectories through 2025 and beyond.